Good evening, everyone. My project is title is Smart Electric Switch. The theme of this project is control e-devices from anywhere. So we will move to the agenda. So here I am going to explain what is Smart Electric Switch and how it is going to be useful. And the hardware and software requirement and the software architecture features. At the end of the presentation, I am going to now let me see what is smart switch. It's an electric switch system which remotely controllable and sensitive for environmental changes. Now you all know everybody is talking about the smart cities. So when we consider the smart cities, the home automation system is have a major role in those smart cities. So this smart electric switch will be a very essential part in the home automation system, not only in the home automation system, in each and every industries also it will be very much useful. So why we want to use this one? How it's useful? Then we can see it will reduce the human effort in electric switch regulation. At the same time, we can schedule our electric switch, right? Same time, compared to the manual electric switch control, when we automate this one, we can save so many energy. At the same time, we can monitor and control the switches remotely. So we'll move to the hardware requirements. Here I am using a Galileo board. The selection of the reason for the Galileo board selection was compared to the Arduino board. It has mainly two features. One is Ethernet port is there, so we can directly connect it to the internet. The other thing is it is like a 32-bit computer. You can install an operating system and you can run whatever programmed languages like JavaScript or Python. Even Java also you can try in this board. So that's why I select the Galileo board. So in this project I am using a PIR sensor for detect the motions and photoresistor for directly controlling the electric switches. I am using a 5 voltage relay module. This is a very essential part for the IoT projects. Jumper wires and breadboard, and to connect the board with the router I am using a Ethernet cable. Also SD card is very important to boot the operating system in the Galileo board. Now we will come to the software requirements. Here there is a specialized Linux version was developed by the Intel IoT team, which is called IoT Linux Image. So I am using that kind of Linux operating system. There is another IDE kind of thing. It is called Intel XDK. It's a cross-platform development kit. Here it is very much useful. You can create apps for all the platform, Apple phones, Android phones, and different kind of platforms it will support. So when you come to the IoT, most of the people are working on the Arduino things, but in the Arduino we can't directly use the JavaScript and other languages. Here I am using, in the Galileo board I am using Node.js as a programming language, and some other web services to improve the visualization. So we'll move to the system architecture. This design is not only for the small scale smart switch, it's a very large scale smart switch. Here you can see this is the sensor receiving unit. This sensor receiving unit will be placed in every rooms. Wherever you are controlling your switch, you have to have a sensor receiving unit. It depends on the requirements. For example, if you are controlling the light, then you have a light sensor as well as motion sensor is very essential. Likewise, depend on the situation, you need different sensors. So the sensors are connected to the Arduino board. Then the raw data, the pure sensor data, are pushing through the Wi-Fi module. This is the Wi-Fi module. It can be supported to the Arduino board. So from here, the sensor receiving unit, we are collecting the raw sensor data. For example, house ID and device ID, sensor 1, sensor 2, sensor 3. So all the collection of sensor details are pushing into the cloud system. In the cloud system, we have several processing units. For example, in a very large scale, we will receive a very large number of data. So here we have a real-time processing unit. In the real-time processing unit, we can handle very large number of data, as well as if any changes, if any controls, we can make it immediately. For example, if any fire happen at the house, sensor details will come with high temperature, then we can act immediately according to the sensor details. That's why we are using real-time processing and future predictions and data analytics, data visualization and stream processing. There are several components there. So from according to the sensor details, here from the remote processing unit, we are sending the control message to the Galileo board. So the control message will contain the device ID, power status. It is the switch should be on or off, and the pin number. And according to the message, it will control the relay. Then relay will on or off the device. Addition to that, we have remotely controlled facilities. Using a machine or using a mobile phone, you can control the device from wherever you are. As well as you can monitor the situation, you can monitor the sensor details there. This is the system architecture. We'll see some features. Manually controllable from the remote access, I already mentioned. Also automatically controllable using sensor data. You have two options. You can manually control the switch, as well as if you select the automatic option, the switch will on off according due to the sensor data, right? you can monitor the sensor data, and you can store the sensor data for the future analysis. In the demo session, we will see what are the things for implement this system. What are the procedures you have to done? First, you have to build an image in the Galileo board. And this is the procedure. I think the time is not enough to explain all the things. So at the end of the session, we are going to present the demo in very detail, so you can participate on that. This is the system setup. Here there is a screenshot showing the receiving the sensor data. This is actually running inside the Galileo board and sending the data to the cloud. So here the details are available. What are the libraries we use, and especially every second, every 1000 milliseconds, we are sending the sensor detail for the remote server. Also, we are receiving the control from the remote server according to the sensor details. Then these are the processing things. It is done in the remote server. Here we are receiving, and also here we are receiving the commands from the user, whether we should on or off, or we should the system should act automatically. At the same time, it is producing the visualization thing. Now you will see the some screenshot from the mobile application. Here from the mobile application you can on and off the switch. Here some screenshot from the visualization. Here you can see the temperature level and the light level, as well as here you can see the switch status and the motion status also. So that's all. Don't miss the demo. It will come at the end of the session. Thank you.